You know what's really interesting about being addicted to nicotine? It's really a crazy habit. Like when you're someone who doesn't like vape or use ZYN or smoke cigarettes, when you see other people doing it, it kind of blows your mind that people do that to themselves. They smoke or they vape, and like as someone who used to vape and smoke and do all those things, like as I'm like a runner now. I ran a half marathon yesterday. I run like 35 miles a week some weeks, and I could not imagine doing that while vaping or smoking or any nicotine delivery device. I did ZYN for a little while, and that one was very difficult to quit, but I did quit. And after I quit, I realized that it was really just like a 3-day headache and like just a little bit of willpower. And I was able to get over that addiction. And I really think most people who are addicted to nicotine, like you are if you're watching this video, are really just like a 2-day headache away from being over this addiction forever. There's a thought experiment that I've probably mentioned in my other videos that I wanted to go over with you. If there was a gun at your head, it's a crazy thought experiment, I know. There's a gun at your head, and if you smoked a cigarette, did nicotine, hit your vape, it would shoot you. If there was a gun to your head, you would never use nicotine ever again. If it was like you hit this, boom. If you throw a ZYN in your mouth or go smoke a cigarette, boom. You would never do it again. You wouldn't, because you wouldn't want to die. And the thing is if you quit, you'll be fine. The only reason you're addicted to nicotine is because you've been ingesting it for so long that your brain doesn't know really what to do without it, so it just craves more all the time. You'll be fine if you quit. It's just willpower, really. It's the ability to stop and just say, I'm never going to do this again, and sticking to that. And the urges you have now are not the same urges you're going to have in a year. When I was trying to quit nicotine, I thought that feeling of I just want nicotine so bad right now, I thought that was never going to go away, and I was just going to be a little nicotine goblin for the rest of my life. And let me tell you, the first week was hard. It sucked. I won't lie, it was terrible. I got through it though. It wasn't easy, but it also wasn't really that hard. You just need to practice a little bit of willpower. And remember, gun to your head, you would never do it ever again. If all of the nicotine in the world suddenly vanished, it would probably be a pretty crazy world for about a month. But after that, everyone would be fine and everyone would be healthier. And it doesn't benefit you positively in any way. You could say, oh, if you do 3 milligrams of nicotine, it helps me focus. Stop. Anything that changes your mood like that isn't good for you. And let me explain. I used to take Adderall, not because I was prescribed it, but recreationally. And there was a point where I got some Adderall from a friend, and I started doing it, and I was like, wow, I'm so productive. I can do so much. I can do all this stuff. I'd go to the gym. I'd sleep 2 hours a day, and it was great. It was great. I'm not going to lie. It was awesome. And then I would do it on the second day, and it was great. And the third day, I need a little bit more, and it was really good. And then after a week or a month go by, you kind of have to do a lot more to just kind of get the same boost out of it. And then you got to do a lot more, and then you have to do it on a Saturday, even though you have nothing to do, just so you feel okay. And before you know it, you're so dependent on this thing that you're miserable without it. And that's what nicotine is. It's this thing that is basically if you have a vape, it's like a battery life on your happiness. That's not good. You shouldn't rely on anything like that you shouldn't rely on a battery life or how many ZYNs you have in your pouch to determine how nice you're going to be to somebody, or how you're going to feel that day, or how much you're going to get done at work, or if you're going to have a headache or not. You shouldn't have to rely on anything like that. What you should do is, hold on, I think my car is being towed. 1 second. My car is not being towed. But I'm at work right now. I saw like the tow truck pull up and I'm like, what is going on? Where was I? Nicotine. You shouldn't have to rely on anything to be happy. And honestly, like, I've been sober for a pretty long time now, and I used to have so many dependencies on all these different things to just like be happy and wake up. Like, if my happiness throughout the day was dependent on how much nicotine I have, and if I'm going to smoke weed later, and if I'm getting drunk tonight, and all this stuff. And I used to always think like, damn, I would hate being sober. Like, that must be so boring. But instead of going up a little bit and crashing, and going up a little bit and crashing, and going up a little bit and crashing, and having days of depression and all those mood swings, why not just be in a pretty good mood all the time, man? And nicotine robs you of that. And since I've been sober and off of these vices, I've been the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. And it's like that childhood, like energy. You know how like you're like a kid, like doesn't need much. He needs like a playground and he's happy. And a lot of us who are addicted to nicotine, we think that that version of ourselves that isn't addicted to nicotine, that doesn't need anything to be happy, that like childlike version of yourself that you think is gone because you've exposed that person to nicotine now. No, they're still there. They're just waiting for you to come back. I quit nicotine probably over 1.5 years ago, and I used to do like a pack of ZYN a day, like mango jewel pods. I was gross. And I would do that so often. And when I quit cold turkey, and I stopped, and the first week was bad, and I had cravings. But then after a month, the cravings were just like, they were still there, but they weren't nearly as bad. They were just kind of like, ugh, like, you know, why would I do that? And then 6 months in, I was like, by 6 months, I was going like days at a time, like forgetting about it. Like, oh yeah, I used to be addicted to nicotine. And now that I'm over 1 year, I mean, I will say this, even before I was at 1 year, like when it came to my quit date of like 1 year, I like forgot. I'm like, wow, I quit over 1 year ago? Wow, it seems like it was so long ago. It's not gonna haunt you forever. Like the feeling of addiction, it's not gonna always be there. You're gonna forget you were addicted. You're gonna forget about all that stuff. Yeah, every now and then it might like creep in and be like, oh, hey, here I am. I'm still here. You want to get addicted to me again? But it's not bad. You kind of just look at it and you're like, I'm done with you. I'm not that kind of person anymore. And I see right through what you really are now. Stupid nicotine. So the point of this video I'm making is that quitting is worth it. If there's anything like that you're like dependent on, whether it's nicotine or alcohol or weed or something harder, work on quitting that and work on finding like a way to enjoy your life and be happy through sobriety, and especially nicotine. Like sobriety for another video, but nicotine is just this stupid thing when you think about it that you don't need in your life anymore. And when you stop, because I used to be in it, when you stop and look back at like what nicotine looks like, it's so stupid. It just kills you, man. It just hurts you, and it just robs you of your happiness, and it makes you like a dependent little leech that's giving money to this big company just to keep you addicted, and it doesn't benefit you in any single way. So try to quit cold turkey, stop giving into this habit, and I guarantee you, if you really try and just express a little bit of willpower, you'll quit. So start today. Have a great day.